Hey, I'm Keith Lewis with Carbon Neutral Growth Fund, and this morning I got a phone call from a potential client, and she had a really interesting question. She said, "Keith, what is this SIP panel? Is it new? What is this technology? You know, how long is it going to take to build this? Is it hard for you to get this?" And the answer to that is actually no and no. SIP panel technology, structural insulated panels, have been around for a really long time, and they've been gaining more traction for several different reasons. One is the energy efficiency. Two is speed, believe it or not. And three is cost. So compared to conventional construction with, CBS, which is concrete block, we are at or lower on our shell cost doing it with structural insulated panels than we were with concrete block. And here's why. Length of time is one. When we do panels, what happens is we put in an order. It's almost like ordering a car. And within 6 weeks, the panels show up. We can erect a property of approximately 3,400 feet in 2 to 3 days max. Then we send our subs in to do electrical and plumbing. The roofing is also another aspect. That only takes probably 4 to 6 days, depending on what we're doing. But the cost is there. It's actually at or below the concrete block cost. So realistically, when we're looking at this technology, it's a faster build time, believe it or not. And I know a lot of people are saying, "Wait, Keith, how can that be?" It's because it's, in a way, I hate to use the term, but we're getting it in pieces. It's could be called modular, not specifically and exactly modular housing, but we do get it in pieces and assemble it. And again, it's 20 times the insulated value of concrete block. And what we're doing is, and this is a cheeky term, but every engineer that talks about structural insulated panels will say this: you're building a giant igloo cooler. And the energy values on this are so high that when we buy the air conditioners, for example, in a typical unit that might be 2,000 square feet, you probably need something up around 3 tons. With this, we only need an air conditioning system that's about 1.5 tons. So we're using 1.5 tons air conditioning system, and these numbers are approximate. But if we use 1.5 tons air conditioning system, number one, the system cost, actually the high SEER systems actually cost a little bit more than your standard air conditioning system. However, they are installed in a way where you don't need ducting. So at the end of the day, the cost to do a high SEER, high efficient air conditioning system actually costs less than doing your standard high efficiency forced air system. So believe it or not, it costs us a little less money to do some of the things like air conditioning. But all in all, with the solar panels, once the projects are complete, I'm going after either zero or a very small electric bill. When you're more familiar with Florida, you know that August and September are extremely hot. And what we're trying to do is these have to be hooked to Florida Power. So what happens is we'll sell power back. But in months like July, August, September, you may end up with a bill of $8, $15, something like that. Somewhat insignificant. Sometimes maybe at or close to zero. But with all these things together, between the efficiency of the build, the efficiency of the solar panels, the efficiency of the air conditioner, and some water savings, we'll significantly lower costs, and the home sale price is going to be at or about 10% above what's normal in each one of these neighborhoods. So comp value is usually 10 to 15% more. All right, just wanted to touch on that topic. Have a great day.